Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I slayed this frontal wig install on a client. So after you do your braid down, you want to take some Got2b gel and some Got2b spray, and you just want to push those edges back so you can have a clear foundation for your installation. When applying the cap, I like to put mine a little far down because it just helps make the cap thinner, and cut your ears out so you can also have a flat base once you're applying the glue onto the cap. This was my first time using boldhold active and I actually liked it. It works just like Ghost Bond, but it also feels like it has a better grip than Ghost Bond. So I just applied 2 to 3 layers on the cap, sometimes really just 2. And I do very thin layers and let each layer dry and turn clear before I do the next layer. After I do my layers, this is me just going back in and getting the glue with any blank spots I might have missed, because I do not want the cap to have a huge gap. I like my cap to be perfectly round. And then I go in with some even lace spray because the black bottle is the best bottle. And I just use that just for that extra protection, that extra grip, kind of like how we used to do the Got2b on our cap instead of the glue. During this step, make sure you're using your finger to make sure that no spray gets on the outside perimeter of the glue, because that can mess up the shape of the cap installation. After you do that, you want to make sure you're blow drying the cap to the point where it's super dry, because you don't want a soggy cap doing your install. For her makeup, I use the shade 360. I believe that's Mocha and Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm just going to put that all around the cap. Now, during my cap cutting, I like to use a scissor in the beginning, but then I go off into a blade. Now, the only reason why I use a blade is because I just like the sharper cut it gives me. I really don't like eyebrow razors, but I would not recommend using this if you're not professional with blades, because the minute this hits the finger, the skin, the forehead, it bleeds. It's a very sharp Persona blade. So after I'm done with the cap install, I'll go around and I just clean it up. And I also use some 99% alcohol when I'm cleaning up, and I clean that on the outside of the cap, and I do not touch the cap at all. But I'm just doing this to make sure any excess glue is removed. So now I'm going in with more glue for the actual wig install. And I'm just doing little dots and I'm smoothing those with the end of the eyebrow razor. And make sure whatever you're using to smooth everything out, just make sure it's clean. And you want to go, it's the same thing with the cap. You just want to go in with thin layers, turn clear, thin layers, turn clear. For the wig install, I usually do about 4 to 5 layers. So this install is a little different between all my other installs because I actually prepped the wig before I did the install. And by prepping, I mean laying out the baby hairs, already parting it and everything. And I say if you do know how to prep a wig, 10 out of 10, definitely prep it before your install. And if you do, just make sure you're applying the wig middle part first and then pull those sides down. I'm going in with some black even lace spray again just for an extra grip. So this next step is actually my favorite part of my wig installs. So you're parting the hair, applying the wax tip, and then applying the pressing comb. The reason why you're doing this is just to make sure that your base is really flat so it can give that scalp illusion. You just want to make sure it's super flat, like around your part. Even if you're doing a side part, especially with curly hair, you want to go in and really apply this pressing comb to the point where they feel it. So after I get that flat as can be, I take the lace band off and now I'm going in with some makeup on the part that I plucked very deeply just to make that look more natural. And then after that, I'm going to start cutting the lace. So certain laces are usually kind of thick. I'm not using eyebrow razor for that once again. I'm using a Persona blade but I'm being very careful, but I'm also cutting into sections. Especially when you already style the wig and everything, you want to cut your lace into sections and you just want to move the edges out the way really quickly. So after all of the lace is glued down and cut off, you want to go back into those little tiny areas and get the parts that you may have missed, the parts that may have come up, or anything like that. You just want to get those glued down just to make sure the whole wig is all on the same page.
Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in. I got a lot of enemies who used to be my friends. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again.
So after that, I'm going to go in and start plucking the edges. Now, if you know me personally, or if you watch any of my tutorials or you follow my Instagram, you know that the edges every time are the hardest part for me. Now, this time around, I did the edges 10 out of 10 way better. The only thing is I did not get good recordings of me doing the edges because I was so focused. So the videos that you see for me doing the edges are the good shots.
Can I trust? I never know now. Sprite is extra dark now. My doggy in the dog pound. They say I'm on the come up, but I've been on the calm down. See me doing good, they start to hate. That's how it goes now. I don't know why they mad at me. I always stay 10 toes down. Driving through my city by myself, that's how I roll. Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in. I got a lot of enemies who used to be my friends. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I
If
feel like
any already hairstylists that might just be watching it just to watch it, please leave some criticism on how to cut the edges when you're prepping for baby hairs. Please.
fuck like do a remix. This bitch gave me top, don't want the pussy, he can keep it. Money and the power, fuck respect, cause I don't need it. Driving to the west, I popped the bean and now I'm speeding. Know some people in the six that diss me for no reason. Sending shots, they sending shots on road, I never
So
leave.
I curled the edges up, and a while ago somebody recommended that I use spritz and foam for the edges, and I say 10 out of 10, two products I definitely recommend. Now you don't want to use a lot of foam. You just want to use a little bit of foam when the spritz get too rough.
I'ma break every box they try to put me in. I got a lot of enemies who used to be my friends. Pull me up before and I feel like
For everybody that's new here, I am a beginner hairstylist. Like, so y'all are watching these videos and I'm literally learning and teaching myself these wig installs as I go. I still can't count on how many hands, how many wig installs I did because I haven't even did more than 10, but I know for a fact I'm getting so much better every single day.
I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why I'm down, yeah. No friends of mine, no friends of mine around, yeah. Now I'm thinking might have caught the June blues. Yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice. Yeah, you know I keep on running from the truth.
So I put some strips on the hair just for about 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes because I don't like my edges to get too flat. I still like that fluffy full look of the edges to have, but I do want the curls to lock in, so that is why I use the strips. I love installing curly wig just for the simple fact that after the styling and the installing you're done, you could take some water, depending on how curly or wet the client wants their hair, some foam, leave-in conditioner if you might, and you are done. Here is the finished look. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all social platforms. Leave me some constructive criticism. Thank you all so much. Bye. Love you, besties.